The big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and now Russell Westbrook is a combined weight of $121 million for next season. Just those three players have a bigger combined salary of the complete roster for 19 teams in the league. But none of that matters since now the Lakers have a super team and are for sure winning the title, right? On the contrary, if you ask me, I think they made a horrific mistake. Let me explain why. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it. You know what's LeBron's style of play, right? On every team he's been on, overpowers defenders, attacks the basket, and when the help comes, kicks it out to the shooter. That's literally the recipe with each and every one of his teams. But in order to get Westbrook, who's a career 30.5% shooter from downtown, which for those of you that don't know, that's not good, the Lakers gave away probably their best outside shooter in Caldwell Pope. He shot 38.5% when they won the title and 41% last year. Speaking of shooting, this is how the Lakers themselves defended Westbrook in that playoff series against Houston. Look at all of this space. Do you know how the Brody shot it that entire year? An abysmal 25.8%. Threes that were primarily off the catch and shoot from Harden's kickouts, which is the exact same way of operating with LeBron. So what do you think happens in LA? And since they gave up so much to get Westbrook, now the depth is depleted as well, but of course they're restricted in terms of the salary cap, so things will get trickier for them. And the most mind-blowing thing for me is that just hours before acquiring Russell, reporters were saying that the team was trying to trade for Buddy Hield, who was actually the perfect guy to trade for. A career 40.6% shooter from 3, playing alongside LeBron and AD on the perimeter, there's no way you double them too. And if you do, there would have been a high price to pay. Plus, the roles would have been clear since Buddy is obviously a shooter, whereas Westbrook is best when the ball is in his hands. But we know that the Lakers are best when James has it in his possession. So this will be similar to that hybrid quote-unquote on the ball, off the ball that Rockets had in play when the Brody was in Houston alongside Harden. They were great friends too, as is the case now. So I've already seen the comments saying they'll find a way to make it work. But honestly, I got fooled with that the first time around. I honestly thought that Westbrook and Harden will make things work, but we saw how they barely even got out of the first round in 7 games against the OKC Thunder. So look, at the end of the day, Russell is going to do his thing, especially during the regular season. He'll have nights where he's unstoppable, racking up triple-doubles and providing firepower enough to win games against some teams and for LeBron to be a bit more rested. But I'm viewing this from the standpoint of the playoffs, where teams look to exploit every possible weakness and where shooting is especially important. And now it's clear that Schroeder is not going to come back, and obviously the Lakers are not done making moves yet, but they need to be creative in terms of filling out the roster with good pieces who can contribute under the brightest lights when it matters the most in the hunt for the championship. Until then, and until I'm proven wrong, my stance is that they made a mistake. I expect a lot of passionate comments, so whether you agree or disagree, let me know down below. Just keep it respectable, okay? That's it for now. Subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. 25.8% shooting from downtown. That's that prime Westbrook.